What's popping, everybody? It's Danny. Thank you so much for tuning into my video. I promise I'll make it worth your while because these cards have some extremely important messages for you folks. So before we hop into this, I kind of want to talk about what's going on in the cosmos right now. So we're experiencing a new moon in Aries. This is going to be an extremely powerful time for manifestation or just generally taking action on some things that you've been taking time to contemplate on these past few weeks to a month or so. Now, taking that fire energy, that cardinal energy, that Mars energy, right? The energy of action and confidence and courageousness. It's going to be essential in our growth processes. You're not going to see very much growth within yourself unless you're ready to step outside of your comfort zone. So a lot of what this new moon energy is bringing us is the confidence to finally take that step. That being said, it's easy to misconstrue this energy and hold on to the more unproductive side of it, right? Which is like impatience and agitation or easy agitation. Those are the more unproductive traits of Aries. But what we want is to embrace the more productive parts of Aries, right? Which is, again, energy burst. The ability to execute any task, manifest anything that they could ever possibly desire because they know that they're gonna get that shit and they know nothing's gonna stand in their way. So if you haven't been on your shit, you haven't been on your shit, but you still have a little bit of time. Not too much though, because it's really coming up on the time to start analyzing what your plan of action is in order to move towards these manifestations without any hiccups. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I want to hop into these cards. I'm going to play you guys some frequencies and burn some herb. I got some yerba Santa. Please get into this deep breathing with me if you can. I'm going to be breathing in through my nose, ensuring that the air in my belly is expanding it, and then holding for about 3 seconds, and then blowing all the air out through my mouth. feel loose. I feel ready to read some cards. So let's get into this shit. All right, so I think I'm gonna use my Cosmos tarot deck on y'all. And I think I'm just gonna shuffle some oracle cards afterwards. This comes with an oracle deck to match. So I think I'm gonna pull just one oracle card for each pile. I'm gonna attach a photo of each of the piles here with the different crystals on top. Please choose a pile, keep that pile in mind throughout the video. And if you'd like, you can just fast forward to whichever pile you chose. All right, so we're gonna start out with Jasper. And I'm just gonna pull these cards and show it to you on camera and just hold it up and probably take a picture of it afterwards and keep it up after this video for a few seconds just so you can screenshot it or something like that if you want to. And I think I'll do 3 cards today. Let's do 3 cards. So I want to start off by thanking Spirit for being in the room with me today and every day in every way. Thank you for providing me the strength and the wisdom to deliver these messages to the people today. All right. Temperance in reverse, or Pictor in reverse in this deck. Now we got Cetus, or the 5 of water. 5 of water. Six of air, or Ursa Minor. All right, so starting off with this Temperance card, Jasper people, we have kind of been, I think, succumbing to a lot of this pressure that we're feeling from this pandemic, just in general, the coronavirus pandemic. Immediately, for some reason, that was the message that I just got. But I think that we are falling off of a lot of the progress that we've been making towards achieving balance in light of all of this. And it's because we're just worried and we're kind of, we are engulfed by fear of the unknown right now. There's a lot of Cetus's energy, or the 5 of water's energy. And these two are kind of bouncing off of each other for me right now, intuitively. I think that there is some more internal work to be done in order to mend a lot of this fear that we are feeling. Fear will paralyze you if you let it. And not to say that it can be easily avoided, because fear is simply a human emotion. But there is a way to, I think, neutralize it. There's a way to neutralize a lot of the fear that you're feeling right now. And that's going to come with having some faith in yourself and in your process. I think this, this 6 of air is definitely pointing out to this kind of hidden potential to overcome anything and everything that stands in your way. You have the ability to persevere. Don't let fear get in the way of you finding your solutions, because that's going to trip you up, guarantee you. Let me see what oracle messages I have for you. Let's see. Pluto. Endings, endings, endings. This time period right now is the end of a cycle for you. So I'm thinking that Jasper people have a long history of fear getting in the way of their blessings, I think. And I think that with this particular event now, just because there is so much to be paranoid about and afraid of, when you realize that this is some shit that you can and will conquer, right? That's when the cycle will end, I think. But it's gonna start with you having a little bit more faith in yourself and your ability to push through. So let's get into this next pile here, the serpentine, the serpentine, the serpentine. We got a flyer. The star reversed, or Gemini reversed. Andromeda, the devil in the Arcana upright. 2 major arcana so far. What's going on with y'all, serpentines? Hydra. 7 of fire. Okay, so there's some tea in these cards. So we, I think, have fallen out of alignment with our destiny and our purpose, serpentine people. This star in reverse is giving me a feeling of an internal disconnect. And because of this internal disconnect, you're disconnected from everybody and everything else. I'm thinking that this is stemming from us serpentine people returning to some bad habits, I think. There was a bad habit or 2 or 3 or 5 that you were able to kick for a short period of time, and I think that you may have fell back into your old habits and your old habits and your old belief systems just because it was comfortable to you. So with that familiarity, you kind of moved back into that. But I think you and I both know that these situations / beliefs were toxic, and you're falling back into this toxicity, I think, because you're overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed by the amount of work that it takes in order to propel yourself forward in your journey with integrity. And trust me, I get it. That's valid. It's valid to be overwhelmed by how much work it takes to really succeed in this fucking life, because it's a scam. I get it. But you're better than this. You're better than this. And once you kick something, right, you have already acknowledged that you're kicking it out of your life because you know that it's no longer serving you. So why move back into that? Because it's familiar? Because it's comfortable? No. Let's get it back together. Let's regather ourselves and let's find our strength. Let's find our internal strength and let's pick it up and keep it moving, because you don't want to fall back into the same pattern. You don't want to fall back into these same patterns, because all you're doing is setting yourself up for failure. So let me see what oracle messages I got for you. Neptune. Neptune. So like I said, you know already. You be knowing, right? You know that this is not the path for you. This path that these habits that you are falling back into, your old ways that you're falling back into, you already know that it's not for you. Your intuition already knew that it was not for you, and that's why it was pulling you away from it in the first place. So follow your intuition when it tells you what is best for you, even if that means doing more work than you're used to doing, right? You will find the healing within the groundwork. All right, last but not least, we got Goldstone. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, the moon. Pisces, the moon. Capricornus, Judgment. We got another double major arcana. What's going on with y'all this week? Canis Venacti, 4 of water. Okay, so these are all upright. That's cool. So with Goldstone people, I'm thinking that we are coming up on some shifts that are so major that it's making us question the things that we were previously dedicating our time, our energy, our loyalty to. I think that with this moon card, I'm getting the feeling that you have been asking yourself some really important questions about what it is that you want, what you're afraid of, and what dreams you are moving to. And what your dreams mean. I'm thinking Goldstone people have been having some very specific dreams lately. I'm just getting that general feeling from the moon card mostly. But either way, your time of judgment is coming soon, Goldstone people. Your time of judgment is coming soon. And whatever it is that you've decided on is really your path. When you finally ask yourself that important question, what do I want? What is my intention, right? Once we discover that, we'll be able to analyze a specific plan and moving towards that whatever it is, right? Whatever that intention is. But I'm having a feeling that when it comes time to move towards it, you're gonna move towards it with absolutely no hiccups. I feel like you're gonna go full speed ahead. But similarly, this Four of Water has a lot of power of 2 energy, power of 2 or more energy. So I'm thinking that you are going to end up collaborating with some people who have like-minded goals. This could be one other person that you probably have romantic involvement with, or someone you're already loyal to or dedicated to just as a human being. But this could potentially be other people who hear about what it is that you're trying to move towards, and you're trying to move towards the same thing and collaborate and, you know, bring your brains together and come up with something magical. All right, Comet. So we are coming up on, again, a time of judgment. So whatever it is that you decide on at this time, this is going to be make or break for your future, for what happens in the future. And I think that, yeah, especially with this card, paying attention to your dreams and your visions are going to be essential right now, because paying attention to that, I think, will help you make the best decision. You want to be really connected to your subconscious right now, because your subconscious, more than anything else, is going to tell you, or before anything else does, is going to tell you what you really want and what your intention really is. So once you learn that, and once you really start honing in on it and crafting it, I think that's where you're going to find your answers. So that's it for today. Thank you so much again for taking the time out your day to look at this video. I am hoping that you were able to find at least some of the clarity that you were seeking within my messages. And trust me, this will not be my last time doing on-video readings. I really enjoy this process of reading. It was my first time doing like a full-out video like this. And again, I found it really exhilarating and a lot more personal. So this is going to be a frequent thing, most likely a weekly thing. And I think I'm gonna also like try to make the messages longer as well. Hopefully start incorporating some of my other decks. And yeah, hopefully find some kind of way to hold the camera over the cards so that I can, like, you know, pull and show it to you up close without having to attach a picture or something. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your week. Please apply everything that you heard today if it resonated, and move with intention, move with confidence. It's a new moon in Aries. Manifest some new shit into your life. Manifest your own reality, because you have the ability.